And it's Erie County, Ohio, and we are here at the Erie County Services Complex. We're going to run inside and see if we can interview Eric Dodrill from the Erie Soil and Water Conservation District, have him tell us a little bit about what his office does. And now we're inside the building, headed into the Soil and Water Conservation District. Hopefully we can get Eric Dodrill to give us a few comments. And there's Eric Dodrill. He is hard at work. Eric, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So you stopped by to find out what we're doing, huh?
So tell us a little bit about what your office does.
Well, let's talk about the history of the office to start with.
Okay.
Conservation districts, we're one of 88 in the state of Ohio, one of 3,000 nationwide. The soil conservation was born out of the Dust Bowl of the 1930s, and states passed legislation to allow local conservation districts to form. We were formed in 1953. Our primary goal at that point in time was to work with farmers and the agricultural community to protect soils that had blown off of the plains and pointed out a major concern with the loss of soils in our country. So that is the history of the conservation district. We worked with farmers to protect soils and drain water primarily. Drainage is a big part of our operation. We worked with agricultural producers, and in the 1980s we started working with urban residents on water concerns and other issues with natural resource conservation. So our local office has 5 employees, 4 full-time, 1 part-time, and we continue to work in the urban and rural communities to protect natural resources.
Eric, can you tell us a little bit about the people that folks can expect to see when they come in?
Sure. I'm the director of the office, responsible for day-to-day operation, and I do a lot of our drainage and engineering work. Our assistant director and watershed coordinator is Brianne Holman. She works with residential landowners.
There she is.
And agricultural community to talk about soil health, everything from rain barrels to rain gardens to cover crops and conservation practices. Tim White also works out of our office. He's a wildlife specialist. He's partially funded by the Division of Wildlife. One of the things he did recently, just this morning, was worked for the Division of Wildlife doing a roadkill survey in Erie County.
And what's that entail, Eric? That sounds interesting.
He actually drives a particular route throughout the county in the local area to identify animals that have been hit along the road, to give the Division of Wildlife some ideas of what's going on out there with our wildlife and hazards that may exist in our traveled ways.
And you got a couple more employees?
Yes.
Who else are here?
We have Melissa Feliciano. She's our stormwater program manager. She works with 6 communities in Erie County that are responsible to establish and enforce EPA required regulations for stormwater, and she works with them to review plans and review construction sites for sediment and erosion control to protect our water quality.
And who is really the face of your office? Who's the first person they're going to see when they come in?
Probably the first people they will see are Celine Heminger, who's our fiscal agent and office secretary, and Brianne Holman.
Very good. And your hours of operation, if people come in, when should they come in?
We're here from 8 to 4:30 every day.
And a phone number where people can reach you?
419-626-5211.
And are you on the web?
We are at erieconserves.org.
Very good. Thanks, Eric.
Sure.